Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. Tonight, I just want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about my agenda, what I want to do if I decide to run for political office in 2 years. So, one of them is tax relief for the taxpayers and homeowners can be a compelling policy proposal, especially if the aim is to ease of the financial burden on individuals and stimulate economic activities. Here are a few approaches. So here are a few approaches. 2. Income tax credit, providing income tax credit to specific expense like mortgage, interest, properties, taxes, or home improvement could directly benefit homeowners and reduce their overall tax liability. 3. Homestead example, expanding homestead example, which reduces the taxable value of a primary resident, can lower property taxes for homeowners, especially benefiting lower and middle income families. 4. Targeting relief for the first time home buyers, implementing tax incentive for the first time. Home buyers could encourage home ownership, particularly among younger adults who might struggle to enter the housing market. 5. Sales tax holidays for homes improvements, reducing a temporary sale tax holidays for home improvement purchases could stimulate local economy by encouraging homeowners to invest. 1. Property tax reduction offering, reducing property tax for homeowners could make home ownership more affordable, potentially increasing home values and encouraging more people to buy homes. 2. Income tax credit provides income tax credit for specific expense like mortgage, interest, properties, tax, homes improvement could directly benefit homeowners and reduce their overall tax ability. Homestead example, expanding homestead example, which reduces taxable value of a primary resident, can lower property taxes for homeowners, especially benefiting lower and middle income families, and targeting relief for the first time for home buyers, implementing tax incentive for the first time home buyers could encourage home ownership, particularly among, especially benefiting lower and middle income families, targeting release for the first time home buyers and taxes insensitive for the first time. Sales tax sub holidays improvement, reducing temporary sales tax holidays. These incentives could frame as ways to support economic growth, increasing disposable income, and helping individuals to achieve financial stability. However, it is important to consider the potential impact on local and state budgets and to ensure that the relief is sustainable. 2. Buying a home, income tax credit, providing income tax credit for specific expense like mortgage, interest, property tax, or home improvement could directly benefit homeowners and reduce their overall taxability. Home instead example, expanding home instead example, which reduces the taxable value of a primary resident, can lower property tax for homeowners, especially benefiting low and middle income families. 4. Targeting relief for the first time home buyers, implementing tax achievements for the first time home buyers could encourage home ownership, particularly among younger adults. Well, see that there will help. Now, regional calibration sharing services, encouraging regional calibration between stipulating to share resources and services. This can lead to economic of a scale and reduce costs. Some cases consolidating small wastewater treatment plants into lesser, more efficient, regional efficient can reduce. 7. Public-private partnership. Private investment explores public-private partnership to fund the manage wastewater treatment facilities. These partnerships can bring in private investments to improve infrastructure, potentially lowering costs for consumer. 8. Reducing non-revenue water. Leak detection, repairs, focus on identifying and repairing leaks in the water distributing system to reduce the value of water that needs to be treated storage. 5. Leveraging state and federal funding, seeking grants, applying for the state and federal grants and specifically aim at improvement waters and sewage infrastructure, low interest loans, utilizing low interest loans for state of federal programs and finance, infrastructure upgrade. 6. Adopting the tiered rates structure, shortage based on pricing, implementing a tiered rate structure where higher volumes users pay more, which can provide relief to lower volumes. Ensure that this encourages conservation to ensure that the rates are more closely lighted. 1. Improving efficiency in wastewater treatments, upgrading treatment plants, investing in modern technology for wastewater treatment can reduce operating costs and improving efficiency of this can lead to long-term savings that can be passed on the residents' energy efficiency. Implementing energy efficiency practice treatment facilities. 2. Encouraging water conservation, public education, educate the public about water conservation method to reduce the amounts of wastewater needed. Treatment insensitive for lower flow. Fixture provide incentive for household to install water efficient applications such as low flow toilets and so. Yeah. 3. Implementing stormwater management solution. Green structure, encouraging the use of green infrastructure such as permeable pavements, rain garden, and green roofs to manage stormwater and nationally. This reduces the burden of sewage systems and law. Link detection, repairs, focusing, identifying, and repairing links in the water. This reimbursement system to reduce the volume of water that needs to be treated and stored. 9. Citizens involvement. Community programs engagement. The community intervention to monitor and report water usage and sewage use. Citizens involvement can lead to more efficient use and management of water resources. By combining these strategies, Massachusetts can work towards lowering water sewage rates while maintaining high standards of environmental protection, public health. Imagine that, huh? Wow. I do have potential here. Let me see what the comments are. Scotland Dolly says Celia Shaws, Jessica, Michael Barlow. Let me see here. Will you put an end to trolleys and water taxis? Well, yeah. I would actually put an end to trolleys and water taxis, because I'll tell you why I would actually put an end to that. Because, I mean, first off, the trolley cars, as I see it, nobody's on it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's riding on a trolley car. So as I see it, you know what I'm saying? So I would actually put an end to that, and take that money and take some of that money and to fix our infrastructure, like our roads, streets, yeah, I mean, I would. That's what I would do. I mean, I would take that money and put in our roads, our streets, for infrastructure, because people need to. I mean, you gotta fix the streets up. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I don't see that done. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that done. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I would give a tax breaks to small business. I would give tax breaks to small business. I would, give 20% tax breaks to the homeowners. You know what I'm saying? So I would actually do that. Give some relief to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are. I mean, after all, you guys are taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I'm going to read some more of this 10 policies advocacy, and community involvement. Lobby for funding, advocate, and increase in federal, state, and local funding for affordable housing. Intensive, engage, and engage the community, involve local communities in the planning process to ensure development is met by the needs of the working class. These strategies require coordinating efforts between government and developers and communities to ensure that affordable housing is both accessible and sustainable for the working class people. Okay, for the working class people, yes. So, 5, streamline development process, reduce red tape, simplify as speed up the permitting process to affordable housing development. Pre-approved plans, provide pre-approved building plans, reduce architectural and planning costs. 6, utilize undershore land, convert vacated properties, repurpose vacated buildings of unused public land into affordable housing. Adaptive resources, transform commercial spaces such as old factories of office buildings into residential. In other words, I will turn those buildings, okay, I will turn those old factory buildings into affordable housing. Okay, yes, I would. I would turn those buildings into affordable housing. Old factory buildings, yeah, they'd be. I would get a private contractor. Okay, a private contractor from Massachusetts, where we live, to fix up those old buildings and make them affordable housing. I would. So I mean, it's tax breaks and cutting fees, cutting water and sewerage rates all sounds great, but if you are bringing less revenue, how do you plan to build affordable housing? Well, that's a good question, Scott. Okay, that is a good question. A question that I never thought maybe you asked. Well, we got dispensaries, right? And there's money coming in from that, right? So what I would do is I would use some of that money. You know what I'm saying? So I would also use some of that money. You know what I'm saying? From the weed, like when they sell weed, they're taxing the weed and all. I would actually use some of that money. That money I would actually use because So that was a brilliant question. I like that question that Scott Allen Donnelly put out there. So yeah, I would actually Scott. I would to your question. Yes, I would use some of that weed money. That's some of that weed money that's coming in. So I would use some of that, for that. It's so insensitive. Getting back to this, so insensitive constructions of ADU, like a background cottage for low units. Co-housing promotes co-housing models where multiple families share common space but have private living quarters. 8. Support corporate housing cooperative. Encourage the formation of housing cooperative where residents collectively own and manage their building. Reduce the cost. Limit quality cooperative. These allow residents to purchase and share in the cooperative as below market rate with a reduction on scale to keep prices affordable. So that is to keep prices affordable. I mean, come on, you know something though? I mean, I have to okay. Development destiny bonuses allow to developers to build more units than zoning laws typically permits if they are included affordable housing. 2. Public-private partnerships. I mean, we have two public-private and partnerships. Leverage resources partners, which provides developers and non-profit to the pool resources, reduce the costs, and great mix of income development land trusts. Use community land trust to keep the land costs down lower, which can make housing more affordable and long term. So that's what we want, okay? This is what we want. We want affordable housing. We want it long term, okay? Long term, that's what we want it. Tree subsidized housing programs, okay? So I mean, we can do this long term. And you know something? And if I gave a tax break to small businesses, okay, and if I gave 20% tax breaks to the homeowners, okay, the homeowners could actually fix up their house, okay, their properties, okay. They can actually fix up their properties, believe it or not, okay. And yeah, so I mean, you can actually fix up. The homeowners could actually fix up their properties to make their properties more valuable when they go to sell them. Okay, and it makes it more. Affordable for other young people that are starting out to buy houses too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it does. It makes it more. It makes it more. It makes it more affordable for that. So inclusionary zoning, mandate affordable units, requires development to include price percentage of affordable housing units and new residential development. Destiny bonus allows developers to build more units than zoning laws, especially permits if they include affordable housing. So this is what we want. Okay, this is what I'm aiming for. This is my agenda. This is what I'm aiming for. So I got it here, and I'm gonna let's see 6 utilizing under trust lands and covered vacating properties, repurposing vacating buildings, unused public land into affordable housing, adaptive review, transform commercial space such as old factories. I said this before, old factories, office buildings into residential units. So if I turn them into residential units, I'm going to turn them into affordable housing. Okay, I repeat, affordable housing, not market rate housing, affordable housing. Okay, so I can make it I can make it affordable so people can have. Okay, so people can have they can have their apartments, they can afford the rent and everything. Okay, so I mean, I'm doing this because this is all from this is a low income low income housing. Okay, so low income housing. This is what I'm aiming for. So it says here now, 7, encouraging small scale development. Accessory dwelling units, ADU. Legalize and incentive constructions and ADU like backyard cottages and laws and units. Co-housing promotes co-housing model where multiple families share common space, but permitted living quarters. Yeah, so I mean, this is what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I post everything up on Facebook. Check it out, man. You know what? Check it out. Tell me what you think about it. If you like it, I can either go for it or change it. You know what I'm saying? So, no. I mean, this is capitalism. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people are talking about, no. This ain't socialism. This is capitalism. So, Veda construction method. Modular housing use of modulus or fabricate construction technology to reduce building costs and time. Sustainable corporate sustainable and cost effective metal to lower both internal constructions and long-term maintenance costs. 10 policies. Vacancies and community involvement. Lobby for funding and advocate for increasing federal, state, and local funding for affordable housing. Intensive engaging in communities involvement, local communities in the area. Yeah, well, I mean, this is what I, this is my plan. When I do. No, it doesn't sound like fantasy. Believe me, and hey, trust what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And but this is what you want, right? So I mean, for tax incentive, lower income housing tax credit by the LIHTC, expand and enhance tax credits for developers who build or revitalization affordable housing, property tax relief, offer tax breaks and reduce property tax for land who maintain affordable units. Yeah, well, I mean, this is actually what you want. I mean, come on. I mean, if you look it up, okay, I'm basically giving you guys a tax break. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm also basically giving the homeowners too a 20% tax break. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, homeowners can get that 20% tax break. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll extend that tax break for a whole year. That 20% tax break. You know what I'm saying? for a whole year. How about that? Okay, so that's a whole year of having. So I mean, but and you know something though, and we'll figure out, and then we'll talk about the Bank Street Armory. You know what I'm saying? We can. We'll talk about that too. You know what I'm saying? So so let's you know, well, we want to make a better Fall River. You know what I'm saying? So that's my agenda. That's what I'm intended to do. You know, that's what I want to do. If I'm elected to the city council, so that's what I want to do. And you know, and that's and you know, and we can talk about you know, also rent control, implementing, straightening the control of laws, and to limit how much landlords can increase rents, and vouchers, expense housing vouchers programs that help low income families afford effort market rate apartments, but it's and for tax insensitive low income housing tax credit by the but you know, those things. You know what I'm saying, you know, we want people to not pay more rent. We want people to pay less rent. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we want. We want people to pay less rent. So and paying less rent is better than paying 1,200, 1,800, right? So you want to pay at least well, there was one unit that costs $900 a month. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if it's a nice apartment. So but this is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, then that I know let me see, that will clear the homeless up. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if they keep implementing market rate housing, we're gonna have more of a homeless problem. So that's what I read to you, what I said to you today. That's what I basically actually want to do when if I'm elected to the city council. So I mean, that's what I want to do. So I mean, that's the best way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I actually would give 20% tax breaks to the homeowners, so that way they can fix up their properties. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that would actually help them. You know, and it will also help younger people that are coming in and buying properties too. You know what I'm saying? You know, we want our young kids to buy properties. You know what I'm saying? So we do. So rent control will hurt tenants and to be discouraging to the supplies of over bill housing units. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that rent control will hurt tenants. So and we don't. I mean, we got to watch out for that. Okay, that will hurt tenants. And but we just want to lower the cost of rents. You know what I'm saying? And then ease the burden of the taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and you know, give the owners more. Give the homeowners 20% tax break, so that way they can fix up their property. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I say that, so that way they can fix their property up too. You know, and it's because you can't, again, what I'm saying, you can't keep implementing market rate housing. Okay, you can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying, and and spending money like crazy the way Mayor Paul Coogan does it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You have to implement affordable housing, and I already explained to you guys how it's going to be done. You know what I'm saying? If I was elected to the city council, this is how it's going to be done. And it's like that. And I'm going to tell you, okay. Again, it's capitalism. It's not socialism. Okay. So I'm gonna let you guys know that. So implementing affordable housing will, it would decrease the population of the homeless. Okay, it would. Okay, for one. Okay, it would. And I mean, but if people keep continuing on going down that road with market rate housing, it's going to hurt our community. Okay, and it's hurting our community already. Okay, with this market rate housing stuff. So that's why I want to actually turn that all around. Okay, I want to turn that all around. So I mean, and I also want to give that 20% tax break to the homeowners, so they can actually have money to fix up their properties, and fix up their properties when it needs to be picked up, fixed. And I will. There's a lot of things I want to do. There is, and what I said to you guys so far is that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to ease the burden of the taxpayers, because the taxpayers are getting hit so much with taxes all the time. Okay, and I feel that the people of our city are fed up with getting hit with taxes all the time. You know what I'm saying? So and that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to, if market rate housing is bad, why are you all market rate building at the for captivity by the people on a waiting list? Well, market rate housing is bad, okay, because it forces people out of It forces people out of their homes. Okay, the people that are on low income housing, is it forces them out. Okay, and into the street to be homeless, and it's not it and market rate housing is not good. Okay, it's not good. Affordable housing is good because that would reduce the population of the homeless. Okay, that would help the population of the homeless. It wouldn't be there wouldn't be so many homeless people out there if we had affordable housing. Okay, so regardless of the train coming in, that doesn't that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, well, the train's coming in and the rents are going to go up and this and this and that. Well, yes, Alan Sylvia did lie to you. We are paying for that train, but I want to reduce that. Okay, I want to make it into affordable housing, so that way people are not paying too much for rent. That way we can get the most of the population of the homeless off the streets and out of the woods, so they can have a place to stay too. You know what I'm saying? So they can be able to afford rent and so is the elderly and the homeless veterans too as well. You know, and yes, so I mean, do you want to pay cheap rent? I know I do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I know you people are going for it, man. I can see it. You know, and I know that I know that you guys want to pay cheaper rent and save money and go places, right? You know, and then once everybody gets that tax cut, guess what? Prices start dropping. You know what I'm saying? Prices will start dropping down really quick, and you'll see yourself going into a market. Okay, you see yourself going into a market and walking out with more bags than you did when you walked in. So, and I think of these who could afford the units yet want to have anything to do with living here because of the crime that the mayor denies and happens. Yes, that's true too. Okay, that is basically true. Yeah, so the crime that's here, okay, the mayor denies that, okay, denies that it happens. So and we want. This is why we want to get the homeless off the street. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, and with all that market rate housing going on, you're gonna have crime. You're gonna have crime up the yin yang so bad, okay? And you know something? And I'm gonna tell you one thing, okay? Crime is getting worse out there, okay? Crime is getting bad, okay, out there, okay? And it's, you know, so I mean, it is. It's getting worse out there, and yeah. Oh, I always walk out of the market with more bags than walking in with. Well, I mean, you know, do you want to see decrease in groceries, grocery prices? I mean, I could make that happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I mean, do you want to see that decrease in prices and food prices? I mean, right now, food prices are outrageous over there. In all the markets. You know what I'm saying? People are struggling so bad, and you know, and it's like I talk to these people and they're like, "Wow, Dave, you know, it's, you know, groceries are so high over here." So that's why we want to cut costs, okay? And cut costs so that way and have you know and come out with more bags. You sound no, I don't sound like Kamala Harris. You know something? I do, and that's my agenda. You look at my agenda, Scott. Go on my Facebook, look at my agenda, and I'm going to guarantee you're going to like my agenda. Okay? No, I'm not like Kamala Harris. Sorry, I'm a Republican. So you know, but you know, look at my agenda that I put up there. You know what I'm saying? I put my agenda up there. Take a look at it, and I'm going to guarantee for a fact you're going to like it, because you know something? Because this is what I want to do. Okay? You know, and yeah. So this is what I want to do, and you know, it's more. So I mean, yeah, this is yes. Well, yeah, spin zone. Oh, well, yes. So hey, take a look at my agenda, and believe it or not, this agenda would work. Okay, so you know, this agenda would work. People stop saying to reduce populations and the homeless, and stop and think about how these words sound. I think that a better phase would be helping them improve the situation of life. Giving keys to an apartment isn't enough. Addictions and against long-term hospitalization having harmed those. A minute. Giving them the key to an apartment isn't enough. Addictions and mental illness needs to be treated, as some cannot function outside of a struggling long-term care settings because of service physician social and condition. I gotta get my other glasses on. Let's see here. Illness needs to be treated, as some cannot function outside of a structure long-term care settings becoming safe and conditions that the incentives against long-term hospitalizations have harmed those people, left them vulnerable to a I mean it left them vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just letting you know, well, maybe you can't start buying pits so you can be more oh, come on, Scott. It's unreal. He told you, Scott Allen Donnelly. I could use, I could use some of that, revenue, that weed revenue money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. I mean, hey, nobody ever talks about that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's what I want to do. If anybody wants to look at my agenda, please look at my agenda. Tell me what you think about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you're gonna like it. Oh my God, yeah, spin zone already starting all kinds of trouble. You know what I'm saying? You know, I figured spin zone will be on all this. So I'm blocking this guy here. I don't like spin zone anyway. You know, yeah, I just spin zone. I just blocked him. Yeah, because he's he's spin zones causing all kinds of trouble and everything too. So it's I'm not gonna put up with that. You know, so that's what I want to do. If you take a look at it, okay, if you take a look at it, you tell me what you think about it, and then hey, you know something though, hey, I honestly, I really want this to work. You know what I'm saying? So that way, people can have pay decent rent. If you want to pay decent rent, this is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? So paying, yeah, but my having market rate housing ain't decent. Okay, it's only creating a problem. Okay, it's creating more problems than you guys ever know. Okay, market rate housing it's creating problems. That's why we need to start doing market rate housing. So I mean, if we can do affordable housing. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little tired. If we could do affordable housing, that would be actually great. You know, I will speak to you privately later, but not here. Okay. Affordable housing would be actually the greatest thing to go by, because market rate housing's not. I'm telling you right now, it's creating a big, huge problem. Okay, with the homeless, people are being homeless more and more each day. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have more homeless people because Maura Healey just signed signed a paper saying that our homeless people can only stay in the shelter for 5 days, but they have to leave. You know what I'm saying? And now we're gonna have more homeless people out there. So that's why I'm trying to push for affordable housing. I really like to push for affordable housing. You know what I'm saying? And so that way people can keep their apartments and pay the rents that they and pay cheaper rent, because I think it's right that it's the right thing to do, right? I mean, it'll bring the cost down 20%. 20% of the tax breaks give to the homeowners. That would give them more time to build their what do you call it? Fix their property up. So that way they can bring their property up to code. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would actually do that. Even giving tax breaks to small businesses, not to corporation. You know what I'm saying? I will not give tax breaks to corporation. I will give it to small businesses, because small businesses are struggling right now, and we need our businesses, and we need our business to thrive here in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? So we need our businesses to thrive. And we need to keep them here. So that's why I said that I would give them a tax break. You know what I'm saying, too. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can catch up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there is small businesses here struggling. Struggling. You know what I'm saying? To make ends meet. I know that there is a few businesses up at Laurel Street that's struggling, where the Burlington Coat Factory is. They're struggling, so I give them a little bit of a tax break so they can, pick up, some business at least. You know what I'm saying? I would actually do that for a whole year, and I would do it for a whole year, so that way they can, make ends meet, make some money, and to support their families. You know what I'm saying? Because they own property too. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that own businesses, they own property. You know what I'm saying? They own a lot of property, and a lot of these small businesses, deserve a tax break. You know what I'm saying? They do deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in, the reason why I say this is because I believe in karma. Okay, I do. I believe in karma. I believe in what you put out there in the world will always come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I would, offer a tax breaks to small businesses that are struggling. You know what I'm saying? I would offer it to them for a whole year, because I think they deserve it. Because taxpayers been paying out paying out way too much, and right now the taxpayers are still paying out. So let me tell you, if I'm elected to the city council, if you guys elect me to the city council in 2 years, I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I'm gonna work on everything I said as hard as I can, okay? Okay, I'm gonna work as hard as I can for the people of our city, because you people deserve representation, good representation. You people deserve it, okay? Know why? Because you guys put up a lot, okay? You guys put up a lot, and you people deserve more. You know what I'm saying? Taxpayers deserve more. You guys deserve more, okay? And and I want to work for you guys. I want to give you guys the best representation as I can. You know what I'm saying? To help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that you guys are not getting the representation that you need. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. You know what I'm saying? And and so that's why I want to help you guys out. You know what I'm saying? So that ways you guys can get on your feet a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Without having to take more money out of your pockets than that the mayor the mayor of the city of Fall River is already doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's I know it's and I want to see you guys have money in your pockets. I want to see you guys have money for Christmas. Spend money on your grandkids and your kids. You know what I'm saying? Other than giving it to the government. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that I'm going to give I'm going to give you guys the small businesses struggling tax break. You know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to have money. You know what I'm saying? To buy Christmas gifts for Christmas, to buy things that you guys to enjoy, to take your wife out for lunch, take her out for her anniversary, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to know that I'm on your side. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm really on your side, and I really want you guys to know that. You know what I'm saying? And and having too much and having too much taxes. You know what I'm saying? And getting hit with too much it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me. It's overwhelming for everybody else. So I want to give you guys the best representation that I can give you. You know what I'm saying? Because the people of the city of Fall River deserve that. You know what I'm saying? The elderly, the homeless veterans, people that are out in the street. You guys deserve more than getting than getting buried in taxes every time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, something, and I don't want to see that from you guys anymore. I don't want to see that happen anymore, because you guys need some good representation. So so please look at my proposals that I put up on Facebook. Please look at them, and you tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? You can send me messages if you like. You can write messages on my Fall River Media Facebook. I would love to. I would love to hear from each and every one of you of what you guys think, because hey, look, I'm here for you guys. I feel everybody's pain. People are just so aggravated and and upset. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that these people are paying high rent and everything too. So it's but I'll tell you one thing: if I was ever elected to the city council, believe it or not, okay, I would give you the representations that you guys deserve, because none of the city councils over there or the mayor office is giving you that representation. Okay, I want to give you that representation. You know what I'm saying? I want to help you guys out. If you guys, ever elect me to the city council, but please go check my agenda out, and and tell me what you like. You know what I'm saying? So, tell me what you think about it. I want to know what you guys think about it. Okay, I know I think good of it, but I want to hear what you people think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? I would, I want to give you guys a representation, good one, and because I know Mayor Paul Coogan is not. You know what I'm saying? And he's not giving me a good representation too either. Some of them city councils are not giving any good representation, and I want to throw my hat in the ring. I want to give you guys the best representation that I can. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't promise things, but I want to give you guys the best representation that I can. You know what I'm saying? And I will not only sit in a seat in a city council chambers. I would go out there and talk to each and every one of yous. You know what I'm saying? And I would go out there, talk to each and every one of yous, and and help yous out from there. You know what I'm saying? Each and every one of yous, I would. I'm saying so. But it's 9:57. I have work tomorrow. And I have work tomorrow, so I will be on. You know what? I have work tomorrow. Yes, I have work tomorrow, and I have work on Saturday. So, but I'll come back on again, and I'll be checking. I'll be checking for those comments and everything, and see what I see what comments, and but please check them out. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go now, and you guys have a good night, and go check out my proposals on my Facebook page. Thank you.